Broadcasting live from the Murdicks via OBS Studio Broadcast Center at Fordyce Center in Bellevue. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network as we welcome you to Game 2 of our Monday night doubleheader here. Game 2 of the Phase 2 round robin. Rutherford Rampage taking on Independence. Father Ryan beating Centennial 4-1 to kick off the round robin, so the Irish 1-0. And the Cougars 0-1. We'll see how this game unfolds. Although there's bad news for Rutherford. Hunter Kitchens came back from injury Wednesday night and played well in their game against the Outlaws and helped them get this spot in the round robin. But Mike Jones, the head coach, told me he woke up Thursday morning unable to move. So he's out again. So Tyler Welch is going to be in goal for the Rampage. Which, I don't know. We'll see how it unfolds. So let's go ahead and talk about the two teams involved in this game. Rutherford, they finished Phase 1 with a record of 5 wins, 1 loss, and a tie. And the results of their Phase 1 schedule. They beat Station Camp Liberty Creek 12-3 on October 12th. Then they beat USNBA Nashville Christian 8-4 on October 17th. October 19th, a 5-2 loss to Father Ryan. Then on October 24th, a 3-3 tie with Summit Page. Then they won their last 3. October 31st, they beat Nolensville Lipscomb 8-4. Last Monday, they beat the Outlaws 6-3, and it was Hendersonville Hunter Kitchens returned against. On Wednesday, they beat Hendersonville Beach 6-3. So here are the player stats for Rutherford in Phase 1. Eddie Mays was the team's leading scorer. He had 16 points from 7 goals and 9 assists. Ethan Fredericks, 13 points from 6 goals and 7 assists. Justin Dickinson, 11 points from 6 goals and 5 assists. Tommy Landwehr, 10 points from 5 goals and 5 assists. Cam Hawkins, 10 points from 2 goals and 8 assists. Patrick Schuff, 8 points from 5 goals and 3 assists. Josh Wolf, 7 points from 3 goals and 4 assists. Jacob Littleton, 7 points from 2 goals and 5 assists. Kelvin McClendon with 6 points from a goal and 5 assists. Dylan Welch, 5 points from 4 goals and an assist. William Haynes, 4 points from 2 goals and 2 assists. Cohen Sims, 3 points from assists. Carson Brownlow, 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Tez Takayama, 2 points from assist. And Cooper Fiesel, a point from an assist. And Cody Jones, a point from a goal. On to goalie play. Tyler Welch played in 3 games. His record 2-0-1. He played 126 minutes, goals against average of 3.67. No shutouts. He allowed 11 goals on 79 shots and turned away the other 68. His save percentage in Phase 1 was .860. Hunter Kitchens played in 3 games. His record 2-1. He played a full 126 minutes, goals against average of 3.67. No shutouts. He allowed 11 goals on 66 shots and turned away the other 55. His save percentage in Phase 1 was .830. And Abby Ricaldi played in goal against the Outlaws last Monday. Rutherford won, so a record 1-0. She played the full 42 minutes, allowed 3 goals on 19 shots, and turned away the other 16. Her save percentage in Phase 1 was .840. Again, Mike Jones, the head coach there. Now on to Independence, coached by Guy Brooks. Finished Phase 1 with a record of 1-6. And we go over the results of their games. September 28th, they started with a 9-2 loss to Ravenwood. October 3rd, they lost 4-1 to MBA. October 5th, they lost 9-6 to Franklin BGA. October 19th, they lost to Brentwood 5-3. October 24th came their 1 win, the 4-2 win over Centennial that put Centennial into this round robin. October 31st, the 6-1 loss to Mount Juliet Green 11 and that put Indy in this round robin. And then last Monday, they wrapped up Phase 1 with a 3-2 loss to Pope Prep CPA GCA as both teams make their way out onto the ice. Now we just need the officials to come back out here. The officials were actually out here about 10 minutes ago putting the nets in place. Here they come. Okay, let's look at Indy's stats in Phase 1. Camden Rumo was the team's leading scorer. He had 7 points from 2 goals and 5 assists. Torrin Kimball, 6 points from 4 goals and 2 assists. Wyatt Lutkins, 5 points from 4 goals and an assist. Ben Howard, 5 points from 2 goals and 3 assists. Landrick Majewski, 5 points from a goal and 4 assists. Rhett Gordon, 4 points from 3 goals and an assist. Mason Brooks, 2 points from goals. Dylan Rosardi, a point from a goal. And Jax Grayson, Bryson Patton, Ryan Hoverson, Oscar Dubon, and Jacob Giblin each at a point from an assist. On to goalie play, Trent Pavlik played in most of Indy's games. His record 1-4. He played in 5 of them. His record 1-4. Played 210 minutes, goals against average of 5 even. He allowed 25 goals on 158 shots and turned away the other 133. His save percentage in phase 1 was .840. Jack Behringer played in the game against NBA, which Indy lost. So his final record in phase 1 was 0-1. Played the full 42 minutes, allowed 4 goals on 27 shots and turned away the other 23. His save percentage in the phase 1 was .850. They give him 2 assists, but they lost 4-1. So he had to get 2 assists on 1 goal. It should be just 1 assist. Catcher Grayson played in the game against Franklin, which Indy lost, so his record 0-1. He allowed 9 goals on 26 shots and turned over the other 17. His save percentage in phase 1 was .650. As we have a smaller crowd for this one than we did for the Father Ryan Centennial game. So it'll be interesting to see how Tyler Welch can handle the Indy offense. The Indy's offense not very explosive. But I have a feeling there are a lot of Tier 2 teams that wouldn't want to face them. As this game looks like it is going to start on time. These 2 teams met once last season. Well, looks like we have a pool goalie for Centennial, or Rutherford as a backup. Because Tyler Welch is wearing his jersey. That can't be Hunter, and it's definitely not Abby Ricaldi. She's not that tall in pads. Warm-up clock is about to run down to 0. This is the last game in Bellevue before the Thanksgiving break. Again, the final 4 games of the round robin will all be at Centennial. And the phase 1 finale between NBA and Ravenwood is at Centennial tonight. Maybe it's Jackson Feltz. So both teams heading to their bench for one last warm-up. Trent Pavlik going to start in goal for Indy. Again, as I said a few minutes ago, Tyler Welch going to start in goal for Rutherford in place of the injured Hunter Kitchens for this first period. Independence will carry the puck towards me. Rutherford will carry it away from me. And the game is underway with Independence controlling the puck off the draw. Jacob Giblin has to take it away. And carrying it right to the front of the net was Cam Hawkins, but I don't think he got the shot away. So Rutherford very aggressive very early. Puck on the near boards. Jacob Giblin tried to clear. Jacob Littleton holds it into the right point, sends it past the net. Camden Rumo. Now A.J. Novak, Rumo. Puck comes out to the far side. Landrick Majewski drops it back down for Novak. As Independents start trying to find a way out of the zone, he gives it away though to Tommy Landwehr. Sends it back deep. And here come the Eagles. They bring it out. Camden Rumo with it at center. Rumo. Right wing side of the Rutherford zone. A shot stopped by Welch, and the rebound turned away by Welch as well on Majewski. Puck out on the near boards. Carson Brownlow now. Right wing side of the Independent zone. Put it out in front. Eddie Mays, a one-timer. And I think Trent Pavlik got the glove to it. Yes, he did. Puck coming back down into the Rutherford zone. So both teams with shots early. Jacob Littleton passing the puck out to center, but it's set back in by Ryan Hoverson. Offside warning against Independence, though. Hoverson having to curve back around to the blue line. Rhett Gordon must have thought he was onside. Now Gordon with a steal. Back in the Rutherford zone to the slot. A shot, score! Rhett Gordon steals the puck at the Rutherford blue line, carries it down the slot, and puts it in the back of the net to give Independence the lead. Just 96 seconds in, 12:24 to go in the first. It's 1-0 Eagles. Rhett Gordon, the big man with a big steal and a big goal. Rutherford win the draw, but give it back to Indy. Ryan Hoverson backhanding it back into the Rutherford zone. It's behind the net. Picked up by William Haynes. Passing it up the far side off the stick of Justin Dickinson. Icing waved off as it goes deep into the Indy zone. Ryan Hoverson carrying it around on the near side. Dickinson knocks him off the puck. Justin Dickinson passing it over to the right point. Nick Hansen with a shot. Oh, that misses the net to the left of Pavlik. Puck now over on the far side. Here's Ben Howard. Around the back of his own net. Clearing attempt held in at the right point. Nick Hansen shoots it past the net again. And Indy clear it out. Ben Howard catching up to it. Right wing side of the Rutherford zone. Shoots it past the net to the left of Tyler Welch. Puck cleared out by Nick Hansen. Number 42. I'm not sure who that is for Indy. Chasing it down in his own zone. Cleared out by the Eagles. Now it's back in the Rutherford end. And it's going to be caught up to by Carson Brownlow. Brownlow carries to center. Puck poked off his stick. Bryson Patton with it for the Eagles. Back in the Rutherford zone left wing side. Knocked away from him. Jacob Littleton with it now for the Rampage. Banks it off the boards behind the net. Carson Brownlow passing it up the far side. Taken back. Jacob Hill, a shot deflected with a stick of Brownlow. Kelvin McClendon getting it around to the near boards. Held in at the left point. Now McClendon going to carry it out. Brought back in, though, by Jax Grayson on the left wing side as he knocks down Jacob Littleton, who was trying to hit him. Puck on the right wing side now. Comes up towards the blue line. Grayson sends it back deep. Jacob Littleton intercepts and clears with the aid of Cooper Fiesel. Puck back in the Independent zone. Eagles trying to get it out. Cam Hawkins holding it into the right wing side. Carries it around the wall. Tries to put it out in front, but it's intercepted. And it's going to be carried out. Nope. Atlantic Majewski had it taken away. Tommy Landwehr in front of shot. Stopped by Trent Pavlik. Landwehr with a steal on Majewski, and Pavlik denies him on the breakaway. Puck behind the net. Put out in front. Now it's over on the far boards. William Haynes passing it down deep from the left point. Tommy Landwehr shot in the left circle, missed the net. Eddie Mays spinning around, losing the puck. And the puck cleared out by Maskey. Nope, held into the blue line. Nick Hansen now taken away by Maskey. Bryson Patton sending it back into the Rutherford zone, but sent the other way by Nick Hansen. Cam Hawkins, right wing side of the Indy zone, sending it to the front of the net, but Eddie Mays can't get there in time. Puck passed out up top, sent back down deep by William Haynes. Here's Justin Dickinson. On the inboards, trying to put it out in front. Puck flipped through the air and back through center, back into the Rutherford zone by Landrick Majewski from in front of his own net. William Haynes passing up the far side. Justin Dickinson had it taken away. Camden Romo shot in the right circle, stopped by Welch. He pulls to the rebound and covers. Is this the first stoppage of play since the Rhett Gordon goal that put Indy up 1-0? 8:14 to go in the first. Draw was to the left of Welch. It's out at center. Indy controlling. Ben Howard flicking the puck ahead, getting knocked down. Now here's Carson Brownlow, left wing side of the Indy zone. His shot turned away by Trent Pavlik. Puck flipped up the boards towards Rumo at center, but kept away from him. And now we get a whistle. And is it an offside call against Rutherford? Looks like it. 7:36 to go in the first. 1-0 Indy draw is going to be in front of the Indy bench at center. Won by Rutherford. Jacob Littleton dumps it back into the Indy zone. Oscar Dubon sending it around to the far side from behind his own net. Carson Brownlow trying to knock it down on the left point. And now here's Rhett Gordon, another breakaway in the Rutherford zone. Shot, score! Oh, another fortuitous bounce. Wyatt Lutkins gets it to Rhett Gordon, who carries it down the slot and fires it into the back of the net again. 2-0 Indy with 7:19 to go in the first. Don't let number 23 loose. Draw one by Indy. Wyatt Lutkins, right wing side of the Rutherford zone. Backhands it out in front. Brendan Heasley able to flick it out to center. It's going to be an icing. So Heasley ends up icing the puck. Wednesday night, Rutherford will play Centennial. Indy will play Father Ryan. Draw is going to be to Welch's left. Rutherford win the draw and get it deep into the Indy zone. Puck held in at the right point. Nick Hansen sending it towards the net. It's behind the net now. And cleared out by by Indy. Jacob Hill. Now with it in the Rutherford zone. The backhander from the slot stopped and covered up by Welch. 6:14 to go in the first. Still 2-0 Independence. Draw going to be to the right of Welch. One by Indy. Landrick Majewski trying to get it to the front of the net, put it into the skates of Jacob Littleton. Now he passes out to the left circle in Camden Rumo. Puck gets away from Rumo. It's in the left wing corner. Rumo dropping it behind the net for Dylan Rizzardi. Puck out in front. Eddie Mays lost it, and Majewski fires it across the front of the net from the right side. And it's going to be iced by Rutherford. So they'll drop the puck to Welch's right again. Won by Indy, and a shot turned away by Welch. He tried to catch the rebound with his glove, but it got away from him. Jacob Littleton now near the net. Passing up the near side. Cam Hawkins had it jabbed away by Jacob Giblin at center. Giblin sending it back into the Rutherford zone. Littleton over to Carson Brownlow. Trying to go back across. Intercepted by Camden Rumo, who dumps it back into the Rutherford zone. Littleton passing up the near side. Rumo with the intercept. Held in on the left point, Oscar Dubon. Dubon backhanding it into the right wing corner. Carson Brownlow getting it up the far boards, but it's held into the right point by Dubon. Now Tommy Landwehr tried to get it ahead to Brownlow off the stick of Rumo. It still goes out to center. Puck on the far boards. Here's Camden Rumo. Up. Puck knocked off his stick as he crossed the Rutherford blue line. And now Eddie Mays gets brought down illegally, and that's going to be a penalty against Indy. Tripping call against Oscar Dubon. So Rutherford getting the first power play of the game, trailing 2-0 with 4:41 to go in the first. Draw to the left of Trent Pavlik. Won by the Eagles. They get it around the boards and cleared. Cleared out by Ben Howard. Tyler Welch going to leave it for Brownlow, who picks it up. And steps out from behind the net to his left. Passes ahead to Josh Wolf. Wolf, left wing side of the Indy zone. Knocked into the boards by Ryan Hoverson. Jacob Giblin sends the puck around to the near side. Justin Dickinson with it. Passes back down to William Haynes. Haynes, bottom of the right circle. A shot turned away by Pavlik. Rebound turned away by Pavlik, too. And cleared out by the Eagles. Welch is going to leave it for Brownlow. Brownlow. Passing ahead to William Haynes. Let it get away from him. Justin Dickinson with it, though, inside the independent zone. Backhanding it down low. Josh Wolf trying to go to the front of the net. Gets away from him. Under a minute left in the power play for Rutherford. Here is Justin Dickinson. Passing over to the left. And a shot from Josh Wolf. Misses the net. Wolf now chasing the puck behind the net. And we get a whistle. And we're going to have a cross-checking call against Rutherford. And it's going to be against Justin Dickinson. So there goes the power play for the Rampage. We'll have 45 seconds of 4-on-4. 3:25 to go in the first. Indy up 2-0. Draw is going to be to the right of Welch. Indy win the draw. Camden Rumo passing out to the blue line. A.J. Novak. A shot hit Rumo as he was going to the slot, crossing the front of the net. Clearing attempt held in Novak. Pass down the boards, been intercepted and cleared by Brendan Heasley. 30 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Jacob Giblin retrieves the puck in the Indy zone. Passing it down the near side. Now Rhett Gordon picks it up. Try to pass ahead to Camden Rumo. Missed his stick. It ends up back in the Rutherford zone. Sent around the boards to the near side. Littleton trying to clear. Knocked down by Rumo. Rumo passing to the right circle. Gordon. Gordon passing to the left wing side. Left point and Giblin. Jacob Giblin. A shot hit the skates of Brownlow. Goes into the right wing corner. Penalty time against Indy is up. They're now on the power play for 75 seconds. Puck dumped back deep into the Indy zone. Carson Brownlow. Behind the net. Comes out in front of backhander. Stopped by Pavlik. And now the rebound passed ahead to Rhett Gordon at center. It's back in the Rutherford zone. Gordon pushing Littleton away from the puck. Now 45 seconds left in the man advantage for Indy. Camden Rummo at center. Sends it back into the Rutherford zone. Tommy Landwehr over to Jacob Littleton. 30 seconds left in the power play for Indy as Littleton fires the puck to the other end of the rink. Hoverson. Behind his own net, squeezed into the boards. Hoverson. Passing ahead, but it goes off the boards. He was trying to get it to Jacob Hill, but it was far too ahead of Hill. Goes back into the Rutherford zone. Icing waved off as Littleton is going to ice the puck to kill off the rest of the penalty, which is now up against Rutherford, and they're back at even strength. Tommy Landwehr, right wing corner, pass out to the high slot. William Haynes, and it poked away. Jacob Hill. But Jacob Littleton jumped in front of him and forced him to cough up the puck. Puck back in the Rutherford zone, carried out by Landwehr. Last minute of the first, Landwehr, right wing side of the Indy zone, going, and then a shot. Stopped by Pavlik, and he covers. With exactly 55 seconds to go in the first, and Indy up 2-0. Draw was to the left of Pavlik, won by Indy. Puck sent around the boards to the far side, held in at the left point. Carson Brownlow sending it towards the net, and I think it was deflected past the net by a stick in front. Now the puck out in front of the net. Puck rolling out towards the blue line, held in. Brownlow, a shot. I think it was turned away by Pavlik. 30 seconds left. The period as a shot ends up behind the net. Now Nick Hansen to the right point, keeping the puck in the zone, sending it towards the net, and it missed the net. Puck put out in front again. Hansen holding it into the right point, sending it back down low. Patrick Schuff at the inboards getting knocked down. Again, it comes up to Hansen on the right point. Again, he throws it, and then it's blocked. Camden Rummo with it. He's going to hold it on the inboards and let time run out on the first. Rhett Gordon with 2 breakaway goals. And he's got Indy up 2-0 over Rutherford at the end of one in this Phase 2 round-robin game. Shots on goal only favoring Indy 7-4. There's a banner over there hanging on that fence in the bleachers. Trent Pavlik still in goal for Indy. Tyler Welch still in goal for Rutherford for this second period. Indy will carry the puck. Rutherford will carry the puck towards me. Indy will carry it away from me. As the puck is in the Rutherford zone off the draw. Carson Brownlow. Now Jacob Littleton. Now takeaway. Wyatt Lutkins trying to put it out in front, but it's picked up and carried out by Patrick Schuff. Schuff left wing side of the Indy zone. Tried a centering pass, but he put it on goal. Trent Pavlik knocking it away. He was trying to get it to Justin Dickinson out in front of the net. Here's Ben Howard back in the Rutherford zone, shooting it past the net. Now back the other way. Come Rutherford, and a shot from Carson Brownlow hit some shins and went past the Indy net. And the puck iced by the Eagles just 50 seconds into the second period. And Indy up 2-0. Again, Rhett Gordon with 2 breakaway goals. Draw's going to be to Pavlik's left. Rutherford win it, turn it over to Indy, and Bryson Patton ices it. So the draw is going to be to the right of Trent Pavlik now. Puck passed out up high. Nick Hansen, a shot stopped by Pavlik, and he's got it somewhere in his pads as Kelvin McClendon is knocked into the right post and knocks it loose. Was knocked into that by Oscar Dubon. And it's somewhere in Pavlik's left leg pad. That's where it is. And he found it. Draw's going to be to Pavlik's right again. It's won by Rutherford. Brendan Heasley trying to put the puck out in front, hit the back frame of the netting. Evan McAllister is going to end up icing it. Nope, they wave it off. They wave it off this time. William Haynes gets deep into his own zone. Now Kelvin McClendon going to carry the puck out to center. McClendon passing it to his left. Here's Dubon. Getting knocked into the boards. Now Ryan Hoverson passing it over to the far side, and Evan McAllister is going to end up icing it. 12:07 to go in the second. Still 2-0 Indy. Draws to the left of Pavlik. Won by Rutherford. Sent down low. Behind the net. Put out in front. A shot just missed the net to the left of Pavlik. Off the stick of Cam Hawkins. Now Tommy Landwehr out up top to the left point for Brownlow, whose shot hit the right shin of Camden Rummel. Went past the net. Puck out in front. And Dylan Rizzardi is going to carry to center. Rizzardi backhanding it back into the Rutherford zone. Here's Camden Rummel. Rummel in the slot, his shot blocked. Now Eddie Mays. Now Cam Hawkins. Put in front. Eddie Mays got away from him. And then trying to poke it loose was Landwehr right in front of the Indy net. Indy cleared the puck again. Icing waved off because it went off of Rutherford sticking its way down. Camden Rummel with a puck inside his own zone. Tried to pass ahead. Eddie Mays knocked it down. Mays trying to come out in front. Puck held in at the blue line and trying to send it down low was Jacob Littleton. Intercepted and carried out by Camden Rummel. Rummel, left wing side of the Rutherford zone, and it taken away. Here's Hawkins. Right wing side of the Indy zone. A shot. Hit the back of the net. But not the back of the net that Rutherford wanted to hit. Justin Dickinson. Oh, we got an Indy player down behind the net. It's Jax Grayson. Dickinson out in front, shoots it past the net. The official finally notices Grayson and blows the whistle. Grayson took a hit behind the net, and he's still down on all fours. Guy Brooks coming out onto the ice. TOA trainer following Guy Brooks onto the ice. You get the wind knocked out of him, I hear him coughing. Oh, he needs his inhaler. .25 to go in the second. Indy up 2-0. So this stoppage will be a free timeout for both teams as Jax Grayson is getting back to his feet. Will take his stick back from Camden Rumo and make his way back to the bench by himself. Guy Brooks will return to the Indy bench. TOA trainer returns to the score box, draws to the right of Pavlik. Here's Justin Dickinson, a shot over the net from the top of the left circle. Nick Hansen drops it back behind the net. Puck out on the near boards. Josh Wolf got away from him. Now it's in open space. Now Wyatt Lutkins is going to carry it out to center. Lutkins into the Rutherford zone, sends it across the front of the net. Josh Wolf. Wolf skates it into the Indy zone, but he's triple teamed and puck taken away. Wyatt Lutkins passing over to Rhett Gordon, who has both goals in the game. Gordon out to center, but Rutherford bring it back into the zone. Nick Hansen, left wing side, a shot. Would have gone over the net, but Pavlik gloves and hangs onto it just to be safe. 9:35 to go in the second, still 2-0 Indy. Draw going to be to Pavlik's right. One by Indy, carried out to center by Oscar Dubon. Dubon gets it into the Rutherford zone. It's at the end boards. Battling with Carson Brownlow. Brownlow passing ahead. Oh, Lutkins takes it back. Lutkins trying to go to the front of the net. Couldn't get the shot away. Oh, actually he did get off a shot. Save was made by Welch. Now Kelvin McClendon bringing the puck, dumping it back into the Indy zone. Ryan Hoverson up the near side. Carries it out. Chip back into the Indy zone by Cooper Fiesel. Howard clears. Ben Howard clears. Carson Brownlow with it again. Puck back in the Rutherford zone, and we get a whistle, I think offside. Nope, we're going to get a roughing call. Carson Brownlow to the box for roughing. So Indy getting their first full 2-minute power play of the game. They had a 75-second one earlier. We're up 2-0 with 8:32 to go in the second period. Draw one by Indy. Jacob Giblin over to Oscar Dubon, passing down. Somebody's stick just went flying through the air. It was Bryson Pattons. He gets it back. Camden Ramo, bottom of the left circle. Moving up a bit, passes out to the center point. Oscar Dubon, a shot, misses the net to the right of Welch. And the puck cleared by Rutherford back into the Indy zone. Oh, and Eddie Mays pushed Oscar Dubon away from it, but he couldn't get control. He had a man coming down the slot. The puck got away from him. Otherwise, he would have had a centering pass. Puck's back in the Rutherford end. And the Rampage clear it. Tommy Landwehr, left wing side of the Indy zone. Got 2 men in the slot. Put it in front, or trying to put it in front for Eddie Mays. It was broken up and cleared. Puck back in the Rutherford end behind the net. Minute left in the power play for Indy. Rampage clear it down ice. Ramo. Trying to get ahead to Wyatt Lutkins. Lutkins knocked down as he crossed the Rutherford blue line. Puck whipped around the boards to the near side. Poked ahead by Justin Dickinson. But he's going to let Oscar Dubon track it down inside the Indy zone. Dubon behind his own net. 30 seconds left of the power play for the Eagles. Dubon steps out to his left. And he's going to carry it to center. Now Ramo in the Rutherford zone, but he turns over the puck and it's cleared. Justin Dickinson chases it back into the Indy zone, right wing side, going to the front of the net, a shot stopped by Pavlik. Cam Hawkins pokes the puck off the stick of Wyatt Lutkins, and a shot from Justin Dickinson out in front, stopped and held onto by Pavlik with 1 second left in the power play, 6:32 to go in the second, and Indy still up 2-0 as Justin Dickinson with his 2 best chances of the night so far. But Pavlik making the big saves. Draw going to be to Pavlik's right. Draw one by Indy, but turned over to Dickinson. His shot blocked. Held into the blue line. Cam Hawkins' slapper deflected. Penalty time against Rutherford is up. They're back at even strength. Wyatt Lutkins at center. Passes across to Novak. Novak goes back across, but Hawkins picks it up. Gets it back into the Indy zone. Here's Patrick Schuff in the left circle. The shot and hit the back of the net, as in behind the goaltender. Clearing attempt, knocked down to the blue line. Carson Brownlow, a shot over the net. William Haynes trying to carry it out in front. Taken away by Lutkins. Held in, though. Josh Wolf. Below the left circle, put out in front. A little shot from Schuff. Looked like it would have gone over the net, but Pavlik knocks it away just to be safe. Wolf behind the net. Is it taken away by Lutkins? Lutkins sending it around the boards to the far side. Rhett Gordon flips it through the air. Caught by Carson Brownlow at center. It's back in the Indy zone. Ben Howard controlling. Here's A.J. Novak. Ahead to Howard. Alfie sticking out to center. Brownlow gets it back into the Indy zone. Cooper Fiesel falls down, still gets it to Dickinson. Left circle, a shot stopped and held onto by Pavlik. 4:54 to go in the second. 2-0 Indy. As Rutherford's best offensive player is becoming more and more of a threat. Draw to Pavlik's right again. Won by Indy. Jacob Giblin. Passing around to the far side. Opened it. Went off a little thread on the boards and rolled out to the right circle. Giblin had to catch back up to it and clear it. Now it's brought back into the Rutherford zone by Indy. Jacob Hill, right circle, a shot. I think it was blocked. Rutherford trying to get it out. Brendan Heasley trying to clear, held into the left point and sent back down by Bryson Patton. Here's Brendan Heasley pushing the puck into the Indy zone. Icing waved off. It's behind the net. Ryan Hoverson banging it off the near boards to Jacob Hill. It's going to come out to Bryson Patton. Patton into the Rutherford zone, right wing side. Puck taken away from him by Cam Hawkins, and then Hawkins is tripped behind the net. He's drawn a penalty. Nick Hansen bringing the puck into the Indy zone on the right wing side, taken off his stick by Dubon for the whistle. And it's Evan McAllister going straight to the box for Indy. So with 3:26 left in the second, Rutherford go back to the power play, down 2-0. Draw's going to be to the left of Trent Pavlik. It's won by Rutherford. Carson Brownlow moving along the blue line, passing to the right circle. Now across to Josh Wolf. Oh, and he sends it across the front of the net. Now back up top, Justin Dickinson, right point. Shot turned away by Pavlik. Josh Wolf now passing out to the left point, and Brownlow, Carson Brownlow. Back across to the right point, Dickinson moving down a bit. Pass across, hit off the boards, and Brownlow's going to hold it in at the left point. Passes down low to Wolf. Wolf below the left circle. Back out up top, Brownlow. Brownlow a shot, knocked down with a stick of Schuff, and Camden Romo's going to clear it. Tyler Welch pushes it over into space for Dickinson to pick up. Dickinson carrying it through center. Dumps it back into the Indy zone. Here's A.J. Novak. Banging it off the near boards, knocked down by Patrick Schuff. Pass down low to Wolf. It's behind the net. Now Novak. Here's Romo. Under a minute left in the power play for Rutherford. Romo fires it down ice. Welch going to come out and play it. He'll leave it for Brownlow. Brownlow around the back of his own net. He's going to end up icing it. He was trying to get it ahead to Justin Dickinson, but Dickinson was too far behind it. 37 seconds left in the power play. 2:03 to go in the second. Indy still up 2-0. Draw going to be to the right of Tyler Welch. Won by Indy, but taken away. Eddie Mays skating into the Indy zone. Down the slot. In front. Oh, the puck got away from him right as he was going to the front of the net. He has it, though, on the left wing side. Around the back of the net. Passing out up top, Tommy Landwehr. Now sent towards the net by Jacob Littleton. Hit a shin in front. Eddie Mays with it now on the right wing side. Trying to go to the slot. In front of shot. Missed the net. Hawkins trying to bank it in. Out in front, Wyatt Lutkins with it. Clears to center. Penalty time against Indy is up. They're back at even strength. Puck back in the Rutherford zone. Jacob Littleton behind his own net. Passing up the far side and off the stick of Cam Hawkins. Whoa, and a big hit in the right wing corner on Jax Grayson. Wow, there's a big hit. Final minute of the second now. Here's Rhett Gordon back in the Rutherford zone, but he's double teamed and the puck taken away from him. And a shot from Ben Howard misses the net. Howard again shooting turned away by Tyler Welch. Rutherford clear. This will be an icing against the Rampage with 30.1 seconds to go in the second. 2-0 Indy lead. Draw's going to be to the left of Tyler Welch. Oh, it comes on. It comes to the left-hand side of the net, and Welch covers. Draw to the left of Welch. Indy keeping it in the zone. Puck behind the net. Now put out in front from Jacob Hill in his shot. Trying to pass across. And they score. It's sent to the right-hand side of the net and put in. And taking the fist bumps is Bryson Patton. So it looks like it's his goal to put Indy up 3-0 with exactly 4 seconds to go in the second. Rutherford win the draw, fired into the Indy zone, and that is it for the second. Well, Rutherford applied all that pressure. Trent Pavlik made all those saves, and it's Bryson Patton scoring with just 4 seconds left in the second period. And Indy now have a 3-0 lead after 28 minutes of play. Shots on goal are even, 13 each. But Rutherford, who were pressuring the Indy net, suddenly find themselves down even further than they already were. Mike Jones is not happy. He knows that, to be completely honest, I think Rutherford have to win this game. Because if they don't, they have to play Centennial on Wednesday night. And if they don't have Hunter Kitchens back, I don't see how they win that game. I really don't. I mean, these games just get more and more crucial the further along we get. Tyler Welch still in goal for Rutherford. Trent Pavlik still in goal for Indy for this third and final period. Indy will carry the puck towards me. Rutherford will carry it away from me. Rutherford getting into the Indy zone off the draw. Eddie Mays puts it out in front. Cam Hawkins shot block, gets up another shot that misses the net. Mays had a breakaway late in the second, but right when he got to the front of the net, the puck started jumping off his stick. Here's Camden Rumo out at center, shooting it over the Rutherford net. Eddie Mays now getting it up the far boards, trying to get it out. Rumo's going to hold it in. Now it's out at center. Cam Hawkins into the Indy zone, offside. I think Tommy Landwehr stepped over the blue line before Hawkins did. That took the first 47 seconds of the period off the clock. 13-13 to go, 3-0 Indy. Patrick Schuff falling over at the Indy end boards. Back in his skates, getting it around to the near side. Now here's Jacob Littleton at the right point with a shot that missed the net. Here's Rhett Gordon. Passing across to Ben Howard. Gets it back into the Rutherford zone on the left wing side. Here's Carson Brownlow. Justin Dickinson now, right wing side of the Indy zone, trying to go to the front of the net. His shot stopped by Pavlik. Yet again, Pavlik coming up big on Rutherford's best player. Puck sent back into the Indy zone. It's behind the net. A.J. Novak with it. Sending it around to the near boards, held in at the left point. William Haynes, a shot that goes off a stick and out of play. 12-10 to go, 3-0 Indy. Draw is going to be to the right of Pavlik. Draws, yeah, I just said it. It's to the right of Pavlik. I just said that. I can't believe I'll say something and then I'll forget and say it again. Here's Jacob Hill. Bringing the puck into the Rutherford zone. Got away from him. Now Nick Hansen. Trying to get it out. Taken away by Bryson Patton, who scored the most recent goal for Indy. Now Evan McAllister trying to put it out in front. But Rutherford come up with it in clear. Here is William Haynes trying to go to the front of the Indy net with a backhander that's over the net. Here is Ryan Hoverson. Over to Jacob Hill. Hill right wing side. The Rutherford zone gets off a shot that's kicked away by Welch. Tyler Welch with a right leg pad. Now Evan McAllister put out in front, and Jacob Hill with a backhanded flick that went across the front of the net. Puck held in at the right point. A.J. Novak trying to backhand it down, intercepted by Kelvin McClendon. And a shot from Bryson Patton deflected, comes over to Evan McAllister in the left circle, and he gets off a shot that's stopped and covered up by Welch. 10:48 to go, 3-0 Indy. I think when these two teams played each other in the regular season once last year, and it was around this time, and Indy beat what was then Blackman Stewart's Creek Smyrna, I think 9-6. Puck coming up the far side. Tommy Landwehr going to grab it, carry it out to center. Landwehr into the Indy zone, right wing side. A shot turned away by Pavlik. Looks like Ethan Frederick's a late arrival. It looks like it. Puck back in the Rutherford zone, cleared out by the Rampage. Eddie Mays trying to get it track it down at center. Swept back into the Rutherford zone by Jacob Giblin. Landrick Majewski. Puck taken away from him. Rolls back into the Rutherford end. Here is Jacob Littleton. Across to Carson Brownlow. Brownlow ahead to Justin Dickinson. Dickinson into the Indy zone. Puck knocked off his stick as he tried to go down the slot. Puck trickling back into the Rutherford end towards the net. So Tyler Welch has to stop it. Brownlow. Puck taken away by Rhett Gordon. Gets knocked down by Jacob Littleton. Actually, he fell over Littleton. Littleton got in front of him, and they both went down together. Stretch pass ahead to Josh Wolf. Misses his stick and goes into the Indy end for an icing. 9:03 to go. Still 3-0 Eagles. So if this result holds, Rutherford are going to play Centennial on Wednesday night in a game that could doom the loser to Tier 2 for the rest of the regular season. Draw to the left of Welch, won by Indy. Taken away by Rutherford. They're trying to get it out. Ryan Holverson keeping it alive. Big tie-up for the puck in front of the Rutherford bench. And finally the whistle blows because the crowd got too big. Draw going to be to Welch's right. One by Indy. Rhett Gordon, a shot blocked. Goes out to center. Flick back in on goal, but Oscar Dubon was behind the blue line, so Indy had to get back on side. Puck carried back into the Indy zone. Ethan Fredericks trying to come out in front. And the puck ended up on top of the net. Actually, no, the net is leaning on the back of Trent Pavlik. That's why. So it got dislodged. 8:19 to go. Indy up 3-0. Draw to the left of Pavlik again. Puck put out in front. Fredericks couldn't get a stick on it. Justin Dickinson keeps it alive. Left point with a shot. I don't know if it was stopped by Pavlik or not. Puck sitting out in front of the net. Josh Wolf with a shot that misses the net to the right of Pavlik. Puck carried out in front of the backhander, stopped by Pavlik. That was Schaff. Now a backhander from Dickinson misses the net. Now Dickinson again. Here's Fredericks. Puck comes out in front, knocked away by Giblin, held in at the right point. William Haynes passed down to Fredericks. Fredericks trying to put it out in front for Schaff, but Schaff couldn't get a stick on it. Here's Dickinson now behind the net. Actually out in the left wing corner. Comes out to the left wing side. Passes out to the right wing. Here is William Haynes. Haynes maneuvers around Giblin. And a shot stopped. Rebound score, Schaff. Josh Wolf from the blue line got off a shot. Pavlik with a save, and Patrick Schaff bangs in the rebound. And Rutherford finally getting on the board. It's 3-1 Indy with 7:06 to go. Draw one by Indy. Camden Romo brings it into the Rutherford zone, but forced to go to the inboards. Here's Tommy Landwehr. Over to Eddie Mays. Went off Mays' stick. Puck up in the air on the far side at center. Now Mays brings it back into the Indy zone on the left wing. Tommy Landwehr, a shot over the net. They hit a stick and went over. Now Cam Hawkins. Passing it behind the net. Put out in front. Eddie Mays. Couldn't keep his stick on it. Brownlow up top. Passing down. And Landwehr let it go past him to the inboards behind the net. Battle for the puck behind the net. Passed out up top. Brownlow, a shot. Turned away by Pavlik. Jacob Littleton sending it back down low behind the net. Hawkins trying to put it out in front. Puck sent around to the far side. Flipped through the air and out by Indy. Littleton. Now Kelvin McClendon. Getting knocked down as he crosses the Indy blue line. Here's Camden Romo. Whipping it around to the far side. Held in Brownlow. Puck got away from him. Ethan Fredericks. Carries it back into the Indy zone. Left wing side. Tried to split defenders. Here's a shot stopped by Pavlik and covered up. That shot coming from Eddie Mays. 5:27 to go. Still 3-1 Indy. Draw's going to be to the right of Pavlik. One by Indy. Puck sent around the boards and held in. Right point, William Haynes getting it down low. Jacob Giblin with it. Passing it around to the near side, picked up by Haynes, but it's taken away and carried out to center. Wyatt Lutkins, left wing side of the Rutherford zone. A shot stopped and held on to by Welch. Off his right leg pad and into the glove. Draw to Welch's right. One by Indy, backhanded towards the net by Howard, but turned away by Welch. Puck out at center. Kelvin McClendon sends it back into the Indy zone. Jacob Giblin. Now Rhett Gordon. Ahead to Ben Howard. Howard at center. Into the Rutherford zone. Down the slot. A shot. Stopped by Welch. Puck still out in front of the net. And Kelvin McClendon steers it away, but it's still in the zone. Ethan Fredericks flicks it ahead. And Cooper Fiesel takes it away from Oscar Dubon. Here's Brendan Heasley, left wing side of the Eagle zone. Passing across the front of the net. Ryan Hoverson clears. It's back in the Rutherford zone. Tracked down by Fredericks. Fredericks with Howard on him. Carries it out to center. He ran into Rhett Gordon. Puck ends up back in the Rutherford zone deep. Picked up by Carson Brownlow. Brownlow. Passing it up the far side. Josh Wolf, left wing side of the Indy zone. Wolf. The puck taken away by Rumo. Rumo brings it back into the Rutherford zone. Dumps it deep. Jacob Littleton now. Backhanding a clearing attempt, intercepted, and the puck shot past the net by Landrick Majewski. Puck sent around the boards to the far side, held into the right point. A.J. Novak shot broken up and flicked ahead by Justin Dickinson, but this is going to be an icing. He was trying to flick it into open space for Josh Wolf, but he gave it too much. 3:24 to go. Indy leading 3-1. Ooh, shot hit the outside of the net off the draw, which was to the left of Welch. Ethan Fredericks passing up the far side. Justin Dickinson chasing it into the Indy zone. Gets to it at the inboards. Falls over. Puck out on the near side. And here's Landrick Majewski flicking it out of play. Trying to get it to the other end of the ice. And the Rutherford net is empty. Tyler Welch going to the bench for the extra attacker. So 3:04 to go. Draw to the left of Pavlik. Rutherford pulling the goalie early here. Justin Dickinson. Now Eddie Mays behind the net. I think it's Mays who's the extra attacker. Tries to bring it out in front. Here's Dickinson, a shot. Score! Pavlik was frozen at his right-hand post. He didn't know where it was. And Justin Dickinson fires it into the back of the net, the open net. And it's 3-2 Indy with 2:45 to go. So a big goal for Rutherford. Tyler Welch back in net. Puck brought back into the Indy zone. Eddie Mays. Now Cam Hawkins at the inboards. Put it out in front, and it's cleared away and out. Ethan Fredericks will track it back down. Eddie Mays now, left wing side of the Indy zone. They're calling Welch to the bench again. Puck passed out up high. A shot from Carson Brownlow, fought off by Pavlik. It's out in front. Another shot. Stopped and held onto by Pavlik. 2:02 to go. 3-2 Indy. And Rutherford are going to use their timeout here. So 2:02 to go, 3-2 Indy. And the Rampage are going to burn their timeout. If Rutherford tie this game, and it's tied at the end of 3 periods, it's a tie. But they got to score first. Game between NBA and Ravenwood should be underway by now. Again, that is the Phase 1 finale. Timeout done. Again, the net empty for Rutherford. Draw's going to be to Trent Pavlik's left. 2:02 to go. Indy leading 3-2. Rutherford with their best players out there. Indy with their best out there. Draw one by Rutherford. Ethan Frederick, shot blocked. He'll catch back up to it. It's still in the zone. Shot on the left wing side. Stopped by Pavlik. Jumps into the right wing corner. Puck whipped around the boards. Going to be held in on the left wing side by Fredericks. Drop down deep. Oh, Oscar Dubon with it for Indy. Ahead to Camden Rumo, who clears. Puck back in the Rutherford zone. Tracked down by Carson Brownlow. Slaps it up the far boards. Patrick Schuff at center. Dumps it back into the Indy zone. Behind the net. Ryan Hoverson whipping it around. Going to be held in at the left point by Brownlow. Brownlow, a shot blocked. Gets it down the wall a bit. Now it's turned over, and Indy are going to end up icing it. 79 seconds to go. Indy up 3-2. Rutherford are going to swap Josh Wolf. Nope, they're going to swap Josh Wolf for Cam Hawkins, and they're also going to sub out Patrick Schuff for Tommy Landwehr. Draw to the right of Pavlik. Won by Indy, but they can't clear it. Held into the left point, Brownlow. Brownlow trying to send it towards the net. Rolled up the left side of Ben Howard up into the air. Tommy Landwehr with it now. Oh, he whiffs on the cross-ice pass attempt. Rhett Gordon whiffing on the shot attempt, and it's going to be another icing against Indy. Rhett Gordon whiffing, trying to send it to the empty net and get his hat trick. We've entered the final minute of the game. 59.6 seconds to go. Draw is going to be to the left of Pavlik. One by Rutherford. Justin Dickinson. Right circle, a shot. Stopped by Pavlik. Ethan Fredericks now. Up. Puck comes around to the right wing side. Dickinson sending it towards the front of the net, and it goes across the front of the net. Landwehr. Back across Dickinson, right point. 30 seconds to go. Dickinson, a shot. Stopped by Pavlik. They're banging away at it. They score! They score! They score! Hawkins has tied it! Cam Hawkins bangs it into the left-hand side of the net. 3-3 with 26.2 seconds to go. Rutherford started this period down 3-0. Now they're on the verge of getting out of here with a point. Puck inside the Rutherford zone off the draw. They try and clear. Rumo trying to keep it alive. Puck in the left wing corner. Ben Howard trying to put it in front. Tommy Landwehr trying to clear. Howard keeps it alive. Rumo, left point. Ryan Hoverson shot, blocked. Lutkins gets to it. Hoverson trying to slap it down the wall. This game's going to end in a tie. Rutherford come from behind and get a point. And they're still very much in the race for a place in Tier 1. 3-3 the final. Wow. It was 3-0 Indy at the start of this third period. Bryson Patton had scored with 4 seconds left in the second to put Indy up 3-0. But Rutherford scored 3 times in the third and get a 3-3 tie out of it. Wow. So they and Indy are both 0-1 after one game in the round robin. And that is not great news it's great news for Father Ryan because Father Ryan won their game. It's bad news for Centennial that both these teams got a point out of theirs. Wow. What a finish to that one. Cam Hawkins with a game-tying goal with 26 seconds left. And Rutherford fight back from a 3-0 deficit to get a 3-3 tie. The goal scorers for Indy, 2 goals from Rhett Gordon, and the other goal came from Bryson Patton. Rutherford's 3 goals were scored by Patrick Schuff, Justin Dickinson, and Cam Hawkins. And I'm going to split player of the game between Rhett Gordon with his 2 goals and Cam Hawkins with a game-tying goal. So they are co-players of the game in this one as it ends in a 3-3 tie. So Father Ryan beat Centennial 4-1. Rutherford and Indy finishing a 3-3 tie. So the round-robin standings after one night of play: Father Ryan at 1-0, Rutherford and Indy both 0-1, Centennial at 0-1. Game that should be underway right now on Rink A at Centennial, the Phase 1 finale between NBA and Ravenwood. That is for first place in the GNASH Cup race in Tier 1 after Phase 1 of the regular season. The schedule for Wednesday night: both games on Rink A at Centennial. 7:10, Rutherford against Centennial. Will be on the air at 7:05 for that one. And then at 8:40, Father Ryan against Independence. As we'll be on the air. Well, we'll start coverage of that game at 8:35. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a night. What a start to this round robin. Father Ryan with a 3-goal third period to pull away from Centennial and win 4-1. Rutherford with a 3-goal third period to force a 3-3 tie with Independence. Unbelievable. Wow. Crazy. So that is it from Bellevue this evening. Thank you all so very much for listening. I'm Michael Hackney. Again, our finals tonight: Father Ryan 4, Centennial 1, and just now Rutherford 3, Independence 3. Talk to you all on Wednesday night from Centennial for night 2 of the Phase 2 round robin. Good night from Bellevue.